Forgot what recording was like.
Yeah. Well, this is weird not having you guys in the same room.
Yeah.
Do you miss us, Kevin?
No.
What? You couldn't even, think about it for a second?
I did. For a second.
Yeah.
It's cooler in here.
It's cooler?
Yeah,
Yeah,
temperature-wise.
Oh, temperature-wise, I
we
think it's
bring
pretty...
the heat.
Well,
We
there's
bring the
5
heat.
people in a room with a bunch of electronics
still,
running.
Still pretty warm in here, because it's pretty warm outside for
March.
What
is the temperature outside right now?
59 degrees.
Yeah, that's pretty warm.
Almost nice.
Hey, guys.
What?
Would you
What's
like
going
a
on?
theater fact?
No.
Sure.
Wait, what are you holding in your hand?
A theater fact?
You're holding the fact itself in your hand?
I'm holding a
amazing.
phone that has the fact on it.
Oh, okay. I'm good. Let's hear it.
Sure. Give us that fact.
All right. So, the Lyric Hammersmith is one of the UK's leading production theaters, and in order to save it from being demolished, it was dismantled and moved a few meters down the road.
Like 10 meters down the road?
A
It
meter.
says a few, so I mean, really, it's 3 or more.
That's ridiculous.
They moved
Yeah.
it 15 feet to the right.
I know, right?
They
I know,
could
like, no, we did
rezone
it.
the area. Like,
No.
that's ridiculous. How big is the theater?
That I don't know. I would think more than a meter long.
Because I was gonna say, like, what if it's just like a
That's a
little
good
portable
guess.
theater? Is not that big of a deal?
Fold it up.
Yeah.
I would like to know how difficult that process was. Like, did they make
Very.
it in order to be dismantled and remantled?
Remake.
No,
Remantled? I don't know. Sybil, there we go.
Remantled.
Well, if it's anything like on those house moving shows we used to watch, that's pretty crazy. Has anybody ever seen that? Like those house moving shows? Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Wow, that fell flat. Anyway.
No, it's just been
Welcome
a while.
to my world.
Hey, Ryan. What's
Hey,
going on,
I'm back.
man? I'm in your
It's
world.
me.
Oh,
I'm
that's right.
back.
Last episode we recorded.
Yeah, I
You
wasn't
look like
here.
a little halfling compared to
Kevin?
Yeah.
Because of the forced
The
perspective?
force perspective on the video
That is
chat.
pretty...
That's the next Star Wars movie, The Force Perspective.
The forced perspective. And it's just them realizing we fucked the series up.
Yeah,
The new
so-
trilogy wasn't good. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, where you were sleeping the whole time last time, I think.
I guess.
Yeah, just in your.
From what I was
just in your room.
told.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're doing this remote session tonight, and we're going to see how it turns out. So.
Perfect. I already know.
If there's an episode on Sunday night, you'll know it went well. If there's not,
Right.
then you realize that it didn't.
Right.
You
Yeah.
won't even know that there's a problem.
Right.
So last time we were aboard the Good Intent, and Rats was questioning the mayor, Mayor Doshiko, and everybody else is in the room. You're trying to get information from him regarding your mission. Razel asked the question about a weapon to which point the mayor got kind of defensive about things and demanded to speak to the leader of the community. Wanted to see a Kish. So I believe the plan last time was that everybody agreed that you would bring aboard one Kish, the leader, to the Good Intent because Rats didn't want any more of those filthy people on the ship. I can't remember what the word was exactly.
I think you're putting words into my mouth.
It's pretty close to that.
So what's the
Man,
plan
I missed
then?
a hell of an episode, apparently.
Well, we did get off the rock. That's another thing that happened.
We
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, since we're in the ship, something happened, but
Yeah, that was pretty uneventful.
So what's the game plan?
Someone I feel should stay back with this mayor. Just because couldn't it potentially screw up our ship? Or are we?
You could just turn him off.
Yeah.
I have his on button.
Yes, leave me here. I will take your ship off. Click.
I guess I didn't realize it was that easy. Okay, turn him off. And then we'll go get the Kish leader.
I mean, I feel like Jeeves could fend off this thing too, in an AI battle.
Yeah, that'll work.
Potentially. That's a whole separate episode. It's
It
just them
turns the
two
guns
facing off.
inside towards the center of the ship.
The perfect defense. Suicide.
You can't take me over if I'm dead.
I mean, I don't know. That's my thoughts. Does someone have better ones? Probably. Go for
Let's
it.
just go.
Let's go.
We can go talk to
leader.
Harold Tiazel? Did I get that right?
What?
Harold Tizal.
Tizal.
So I think I've said it I think I've said it mostly that way.
Okay, Tizal. Yeah. Let's get out of this ship and go and talk to this lady.
Okay, so everybody's heading back. You've turned off the mayor for this portion, and you're heading back to Cloudside Community.
Yes.
So you make your way back westward, and it's about midday. And as you near the Cloudside Community, you see that there's a large circle of people outside of the Temple of Talavet. And in the middle of this crowd, you see that Tizal is standing and speaking. And everybody surrounding her, all the Kish, young and old, are focused on her intently. And she's saying, "As we all know, Talavet is our great leader. She has taught us that community is all about bringing people together. She has taught us that the story is one that we tell together. We are not individuals, but we are a collective of people. Shall we honor Talavet?" And they all raise their hands to the sky, and they do the crude symbol that you've seen them do so many times before. And then there's like a hushed moment of silence as they stand there. You're like at the back edge of the crowd. After a few moments, Tizal looks up and sees you standing there.
We wave.
We all just wave.
She holds up her hand and waves and awkwardly. She's like, These
four idiots.
These four idiots have come from afar, and they have a tale of their own. Perhaps you would be willing to share a story of your adventures here on Istamak. And she just gestures to each of you. Please tell us what you have found here. We've heard many great adventures from you, I myself, but I would like you to share it with the people of this community. And they all turn and look at you, just eagerly awaiting the stories that you have to tell.
No pressure.
Rat stares back blankly as we can't understand anything they're saying because she hasn't cast that spell on us for the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hasn't it been 24 hours? I don't think we can understand what they're saying.
Yeah, I think I caught a couple of those words.
Just do the context. I think she wants
story.
Talavet. We know that one.
Talavet.
So she blushes as a Kish can, and she comes over and she casts the spell on you. And
now, can you repeat that, please?
Then she goes to repeat the whole thing, but really quickly this time, without as much bravado.
Okay, so wait, we found. Do we really want to tell them all we don't want to tell them all this, though, right? Because I feel like they're going to panic if they actually believe us.
What exactly are you talking? Are you talking about the box?
They
Fox
want to
guy?
know everything that, right? They want to know everything that we've encountered since being here. Like,
Yeah,
or-
they kind of just want to
Oh.
hear about what you've done. You know, you went to the floating rock. You know, that's something
Yeah.
that many people here don't do. You went to visit the the ancestors in the maze. You went to the House of Renewal. They want to hear about what it is the ancestors said to you, what you've learned.
Well, for one thing, all of your ancestors were adulterers, and you should be ashamed.
The little girl that was trying to get Razel to tell a story earlier speaks up and says, "What is adulterers?"
That's something that you should probably
Ask your
not
parents.
worry about. Yeah, I mean, just like where babies come from, you don't want to ask strangers about that.
And then she
Oh.
asks where babies.
Yeah,
come
that's it.
from.
Then she asked where
Where
babies
do
come
babies
from.
come from?
Oh boy.
And then we learn out they also lay eggs.
Oh, right. We cured their angry god machine.
Angry God machine.
Oh, their
What's
healing thing,
What's
where
the
they thought
Angry
it was
God
like...
machine?
Well, like
Oh, the
that
healing,
in the
okay.
House of Renewal, they always
Yeah.
thought, like, the gods are pissed. They turned this man into an abomination. And we're like, no, we just fixed it. I think we fixed it, right?
It was, yeah. It
Yeah.
was a,
Okay.
Well, we think we did. It
Wow.
was a programming.
Let's just
little
tell them
glitch.
we did.
Right.
But we got to do it in like a way that's like,
We've pleased the gods,
yeah,
kind of thing. Not like,
we've
oh,
talked to your gods.
and they've seen that you have been devout worshippers, and that they have decided to lift their evil curse and no longer punish you when you go to the House of Renewal.
They're all kind of questioning, like murmuring back and forth, like the evil. And Tizal says, "Do not fear. I know it seems confusing, but they have offered up a gift to the gods in the way that we will no longer suffer maladies when we visit the House of Renewal." And they all like start oohing and awing and just kind of taking a cue from Tizal that this is okay.
And I would like to suggest not to go visit the floating rock.
Hey, that's a bad place.
It's really, I mean, it's just run down and there's dangers and
One of the other people speaks up and says, "We heard that you went to visit the ancestors in the maze of ghosts. Did they smile upon you being here on Istamak?"
of course they did. Of course they did. And I don't go into detail.
Yeah, Rats thinks back to being punched by a hologram and says nothing.
One of the other, like, older, taller Kish speaks up and she says, like, Did they speak of a future that is bright for our people? Are we united again soon? Or will we continue to remain divided because of the actions of those people that descended upon us in their metal cloud? Those that came and defiled our temple before you. Did the gods say that you will reunite us? Or will we continue to be divided as a community?
That's a tough question to answer.
All signs point to yes.
Rats like looks down at his hand, he shakes the magic 8-ball and just like, yes, this thing
The
they gave
answer
us.
is unclear. Ask again later.
He switches to the Magic 8-Ball app on his visor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like kind of telling him about your exploits and you're going on and on. I need somebody to roll me a either a diplomacy check
I'll do it.
or if you have like an appropriate skill check, like speaker or something like that, and anybody can aid this as well.
Okay.
I can try to aid.
I
Alright.
do ballet.
You do
Okay.
ballet? Okay.
No, I don't. I'm just gonna try and aid.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
I aid.
I'm gonna
Wait,
use
can
my
you-
profession vid gamer.
Okay. How is that going to work?
I'm gonna play asteroids on my visor while they're talking.
Pew 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 pew.
So I get what, a +2 from Ryan? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
from Rev.
So a total. Oh yeah, Rev, not Ryan. Total
And,
26.
And a +0 from me because I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Razel just starts roaring in Lizard Man.
And lizard
He
man
lays
speak.
an egg.
No.
You gotta stop
No.
doing
No.
that, Razel.
Yeah, man, we keep finding your eggs everywhere. They make good omelets, though.
You hear some of the kids like, he's just like us.
Uh,
He lays eggs too.
one of
Oh my
us.
god, I'm female.
I like seahorses.
So, Raquel, you kind of take the lead at some point and begin just conveying everything that's happened, and everybody there seems to be a level of relief in the air that they feel like a storm has come and it's starting to pass, but there's not like open like celebration, like everybody thinks everything's clear, but everybody seems to be a lot more at ease. And Tizal speaks up and she says, "We all will be united again soon, thanks to the efforts of these great adventurers. I told you, much like Ibeki and Zavra argued against, that just because there are strangers in our land does not mean that they are evil. We are all a community under Talavet." And she like motions to somebody in the background, and they bring out this box, and she takes it from them, and she presents it to Raquel, and she says, "May these help you on your quest."
Is it rude to open the box right now?
We would love to be a part of your story if you want to open them now.
Alright, I open the box.
So
There's
you,
a dick in there.
Box.
Hey,
you open
Raquel.
the box.
Yeah.
Nice box.
Thanks. I worked hard for it.
Sev puts his comm link in his ear. He goes, "Hi, HR." They're doing it again. Yeah, it's rats. He keeps doing it.
So you open the box, and inside, and this is a rather large box, you open it up, and inside you see a pair of boots. These are known as Eohai boots. So
Eohai, like- Okay.
it's boots made of the hide from those creatures that you fought earlier, like the bear creatures.
Oh, okay.
The ones that you tried to intimidate.
Oh, that reminds me. When we fought those, I was like midway through that combat, I was like, "Oh, I gotta remember to make this joke," and I was like, and then I forgot. As I was gonna say "Eobai" when we beat him.
I'm glad you forgot. That's fucking stupid.
No, it's not. It's the best joke ever in this podcast.
The best ever out of the 2.5 to 3 years?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say out of the 2.5 to 3 jokes.
Yeah, it's-
They really haven't been solid.
yeah, we don't have a lot.
Alright, so we got some eel hide boots, and what else?
And then also within there, you see that there is a battle bow. It's kind of a smaller, compact bow. But what it actually is, in game terms, it's called a Seeking Advanced Battle Bow. So what this does is, when you fire it, it tends to veer towards its target, so it negates any mischance caused by a target having concealment.
Nice.
Concealment, not cover. Dude, those boots are pretty fucking cool.
Oh, you looked those
Yeah.
up?
I just looked them
Yeah.
up.
You want to give the description real quick, Kev?
The insides of these simple-looking gray boots are aligned with Eohai fur. Once per day as a full action, you can move up to your speed and make a full attack with melee weapons only.
Oh, nice.
The penalty on each attack is -6 instead of -4.
And you take a -2 penalty.
And you take a
AC.
-2 penalty to your AC until the beginning of your next turn. Okay, it's not as good as I thought.
I don't know.
It's bad haste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're standing there holding these gifts, and everybody is just oohing and awing, and then Tizal raises her hand and she says, the afternoon storytelling has dismissed. And the crowd slowly breaks off, and Tizal comes over to you and says, "What brings you here?"
I have a quick question, and maybe I just didn't notice it before, but do you guys always have afternoon storytelling?
Not usually, but I felt it important to have more opportunity to bring the community together in these trying times. And knowing that you are out there working towards some sort of peace between our people, I felt it would be important to speak of your efforts. You arriving here was a wonderful opportunity to expound upon those things that we are speaking of as a community.
I seriously cannot relay how much it means to me that you guys have embraced us like this. And I think I'm gonna have to start implementing this afternoon storytelling. It's such a great way of bonding, and I've really been looking for ways to bond with the crew.
Sev, like, he's standing behind you, puts his head in his hands. He's like, "Oh my god!"
What people can't see is on the webcams is me and Ryan both.
We're just like shook our heads, like, no.
It really is a fabulous way to bring people together. I can give you some instruction if you would like sometime.
Sev starts like cutting her, like, "Stop it!"
Well,
I would love that.
Oh no!
Great.
Razel puts a gun to his head.
Razel just puts his shell knuckle to his head and just punches him side in the face.
And misses.
Yeah, misses.
She quickly retrieves a book, a manuscript, and hands it to you and says, "Here are some fantastic notes that you are free to reference any time that you would like to tell a story."
These are public domain.
Oh, wow.
Storytelling for dummies.
That is so gracious. I have a few books that I could probably share with you, to maybe it helps you guys. You know, it's really Family Matters. Not.
How are we gonna read that when we leave?
I don't know. I'm gonna translate it real quick. I'm gonna write it down. I don't know.
That would be fabulous, but I'm sure that can be saved for another day when there aren't such pressing matters now. Is there something that I can do to help you all?
Can you just fast forward us to book 6?
You can see.
Yes. I see a glorious future where you are winning.
Yeah.
That's
You
nice.
can see that Raquel is trying to write as many notes down as she can, so she kind of stops talking and leaves that for the rest of the crew.
Okay.
Well, great. We get to look forward to story time now. Sounds great. Really looking forward to it. Right, Razel? He puts his hand on your shoulder, and he just...
Yeah, it's great.
Brats, what do you think about this wonderful story time Raquel's bringing to our lovely crew?
Well, I'm actually pretty excited about it. It reminds me of home. My family would do story time every night before dinner.
Oh, that's
Sev kind of goes, huh. All right. Good to know. I'm going to go back to the ship now.
Okay. I talked to Tiazel, and I'm going to tell them that we have an associate back on our metal cloud that would like to speak to you.
That is interesting. I would be happy to help in any way that I can.
All right. Dope.
Dope.
You said that to her. What is this dope speak of?
She says, dope.
Yeah, it means cool.
And then he fist
Cool.
bumps her.
Hi,
She,
they've attacked her.
She looks inquisitively and then looks back and smiles awkwardly.
No, she
Grabs your hand.
She grabs your hand.
She flumped me.
She flumped
He
you.
turns back to Razel. She flumped me.
I hate when I get flumped.
So you head back eastward, and
Eastbound and down.
when you get onto the landing pad, she just looks at your ship and yes,
Can we go over? We got 2 items,
yes,
right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Is it okay if I take the boots?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was the other thing we
The other
got?
thing was a battle bow,
seeking
yeah.
advanced battle bow.
Yeah.
but it's archaic.
It's archaic, so it's gonna be.
Balls.
Yep.
I'll look it up and see how much it costs. Maybe it'll be worth 100 credits or something.
That will get 10% of, or is that the 10%?
That's the 10%.
Oh.
All right, continue.
So you land. You get to the Emerald landing pad, and she just looks at the ship. And right before you're about ready to board the ship, she kind of stands back for a moment and is just completely filled with awe.
Yeah, home sweet home.
And she kind of follows you guys up, and you make your way back to. I think you were in engineering, was it?
Yes.
Okay. And so she's standing there, and she is quiet. She's kind of holding her arms together across her chest with her fingers interlocked, and she's just patiently waiting.
Okay, well, brace yourself, I guess. And he's gonna turn back on the projector and activate the mayor.
All right. So
And Raquel, as he's doing this, pulls up a chair and kind of pulls her down so she's sitting and doesn't fall.
okay.
Because I feel like this is going to be a shock.
So she sits down. The image of the mayor flickers, coalesces into existence. There's like a bright flash, and then he's standing there. And immediately upon seeing her, she drops to the floor, on her hands and knees, in almost like a worshiping pose. And she says, "Ancestor, to what do I owe the pleasure?"
Oh boy,
And-
Chris gets to play with himself.
Every day.
He does every week. We play this. He just.
Mayor Doshiko kind of blinks and then looks down at her and says, "You need not bow, but you are the ancestors. You watch over us." The mayor looks very confused and kind of looks over towards each one of you, searching for an explanation, like what he should do here. He's very uneasy with the situation. Then after a moment, he kind of looks back and says, "Do what you feel you need to. Please. I have had the opportunity to help you many times, but now I call upon you to help me." And she, with her face still in the ground, says, "But what could I do for such a great ancestor? I am but a lowly servant." He thinks for a moment, kind of looks around the room to the rest of you. And then he steels himself and looks back at her and says, "There are times when there is a chosen one, and I am choosing you." And he kneels down and he lifts her up slowly and says, "I need you to tell me what you know of these people." And he gestures towards you. Razel and Seb do the finger guns.
Like, hey, it's us!
They are a noble bunch of people. They have come here to help bring our community back together under Talavet so that we can restore our family and unite them once again. Doshiko, stands there, or kneels there for a moment and is, looking around at all of you. And then he looks back at her. "You feel that they are trustworthy, that they will unite your people again." And she nods very slowly. And then he stands up and says, "Then rise. You have done a great service to your ancestors." And she slowly stands up and she's looking to each of you. Clearly she's uncomfortable with this situation, but she's also feeling this great awe. And once she is fully standing, she turns to look at him and at her, and he nods very slowly and says, "Perhaps you should go reflect in a quiet area. I have much to discuss with these people." And she nods her head and she kind of looks at the rest of you for a place to go.
Just put her in one of the
conference
Cafeteria.
room.
Oh.
There's a conference room.
Yeah, if you go out those double doors, and then the first door on the right, there's a couple chairs.
The movable walls.
Yes.
Okay. So you just let her wander the ship.
Don't touch
Don't-
anything.
Exactly.
I will not touch anything.
I can
So
just imagine her standing in the corner because she's afraid to sit down now since you said that.
So she sees her way out into this metal cloud, and it's all of you and the mayor standing there in the room together. And he says, after a moment, he's like, "If one of my people vouch for you, then I will help you in any way that I can. Please tell me what it is that you need to know."
And let's pause there for a second because I think they're having technical difficulties.
All right.
Well, I just heard something
Yeah.
explode on
It
that.
was, I know, it was crazy.
Shoot.
It sounded like thunder.
It's like an all-out gun battle in the street.
I started seeing them gesture like everything was melting down, and I'm like, oh no, what's happening?
I was expecting a SWAT team to run into.
I know.
Kevin's room.
So it was just the cat the whole time.
Yeah.
Ow! It's the cat.
Yeah.
Damn it, Cinnamon! Oh, it was the cat!
I'm sorry, Simon.
She
I
was
don't know. There's
Yeah, I have no idea.
shit's
what that
fucking exploding in our neighborhood, and we have no
Yeah.
idea what it is.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, so wait, that did actually come from outside?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know what that is.
I have no idea. What
As soon as I got up to go check outside, it
It
just
just
hasn't
stopped.
happened yet.
Holy
I think it's
crap.
fireworks. That's my guess. It has to be.
if it's
On March
fireworks, there's
27th.
yeah.
What else are people to do?
It sounded more like they were just blowing shit up, and
That's
not
a
fireworks
possibility
itself.
too.
I don't know.
Wow. Alright.
So
Please tell me how I can help. Because it means helping my people. What is it that you wish to know?
Well, a little bit of backstory on your Your
Give us
city.
a history lesson.
Yeah, give us the rundown.
He pauses a moment and says, "That information has been deleted." No, I'm just kidding. No,
Sounds
he,
about
Par,
right.
par for the course for this AP so far. So
so
you have to go to this other part of the our
You don't
city.
have to do it in that voice. You can just give us a Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't.
Oh, but it's so much fun.
If you want to, you can.
So he speaks. He's like, "Well, now I realize that I am just a hologram. I'm not even Kish, but so who's to say that these memories are even real? But I will tell you everything I know. Just bear in mind that I was programmed with this information as part of some sort of museum tour. But I will tell you what is in my databanks. A long time ago, the Kishali people were sailing among the stars, and we sought to explore, colonize. And Nahor 6 was but one place that we settled. There were many sky cities here. Istamak was the greatest of them all. People settled here because the resources in the clouds were so rich. It was almost an endless supply. There are families that grew up here. People making a life, and then the war began. There was a great war with a civilization known as the Civ.
That's close to my name, guys.
It was him.
It was me. I did it.
You are Civ?
No, I'm actually Sev. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you got lucky.
That vowel is different. You got lucky.
Actually, they're spelled S-E-V, so I mean, we don't really know.
The war with the Civ began, and they attacked us at every turn. Of course, we had to defend ourselves, and so the military came to Istamak and opened up a place called the Temple Found. It was a research facility for weapons, anything that we could do to gain an edge. I know that there was a lot of things that were researched and built there, but as mayor, I was not made privy to the things that were going on, the specifics. The government would only tell me enough to placate and keep me or whoever was the mayor at the time. Of course, this goes over hundreds of years, so I must just simply be an amalgamation of all the leaders of this city. But I digress. There came a time that we knew we had to create bigger and bigger weapons, and so there was a race. And then it was discovered that the Civ had a massive weapon.
Dun dun dun.
It wasn't long after that the military captured that weapon. And there was much joy and cheering in the streets. Istamak would receive data on this weapon, but I don't know specifics of it. I just know that the war was won the day that the Kishali captured the weapon. But it was never brought anywhere near here.
Do you know the location?
I do not. I was a simple mayor. Military would never allow a civilian leader to have access to that sort of information. Whatever it is that you would be seeking, would be contained within the temple found. But that is really all that I know. Yes, Razel.
Wouldn't he know it as the Foundry, or am I crazy?
You're crazy.
Okay. Never mind.
I mean, because he's pulling on, like, tons of data and information from who knows how long ago. I mean, not even he knows. It's kind of all blended together over the years,
I was
the
going to
centuries.
say, they have a house of renewal that's an emergency room, like hospital, so...
That's what I'm saying. He's the guy from the past. Like, the people currently would call it the Temple Found, and I thought that the older, like, people would call it the Foundry, but because the R and the Y fell off of the building, Temple Found.
True. Yeah, I don't know.
It was just so that's just what I assumed, but so we were going to go there anyway, I guess.
Is that really what the next action was?
That's because we got the access key or something from the secure tech.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the Temple Found?
It is the place that became really the reason that Istamak grew to such prosperity. It is where the military conducted most of their research. It's one of the most prominent buildings in Istamak. But aside from the occasional tour of the front office, I was never, or should I say, none of my predecessors were ever allowed to enter.
Yeah, like all the information that we want.
Is at the temp.
Is there?
He doesn't have.
Okay.
All right, throw him off the city edge. You've served your purpose. Just frisbee toss this thing out there.
I have served my purpose, but now I find myself wondering, do I have a higher purpose? I'm not even Kish.
I believe that you can help reunite the two groups of Kish. And so you do have a purpose. Don't let this dull your will to survive. I don't know. I couldn't think of words just then.
I would certainly be open to helping unite these people. I've helped them for so long. It seems that my purpose has changed. Perhaps I should speak with the leader another time and see if there was a new way to fulfill my role as their, and he kind of smiles, ancestor.
Do these people have, like, any sort of power at all? Like, energy?
Would we be able to, like, maybe
we were able
that?
to.
Yeah.
We were able to turn the lights on in the maze. There's power.
I mean, and they're like community center or whatever.
Like, is there?
I assumed so.
Is there?
Like, could we just like hook him up to the community center and have him just like teach the people?
Run an extension cord.
Right.
At one time, we were a highly advanced society. If it's been too long, perhaps they just do not have the knowledge of how to run these things. But I know that we have power here within the city. Somebody would just have to bring that power where it needed to be.
Rats is formulating a plan for how to do this, but in the meantime, he says, what was the mayor's name again?
Doshiko.
Well, Doshiko, you may not be Kish, but you were created by Kish. And you have a lot of the memories of a past civilization. So, I think you could be a great advisor to these people to bring them back to the way you used to be.
A teacher of sorts. Yes. I like that.
I can install you in a place of convenience for these people, and maybe after we have a confrontation with, what was the other guy's name?
Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky and Zavra. Zavra is like the main leader.
Maybe after we have our confrontation with the Zavra, you can help reunite these two factions of Kish into one family.
He nods his head. Yes. Well, I will await that day. But for now, it seems as though there is a greater purpose. You must make all haste and get to the temple found and find what you need there. My people can wait. My people.
Dope. I'd push his off button.
And he's like, oh wait.
And you turn it back on again and it starts the whole loop over again.
Oh no.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes?
Question. This is going back. Did that bow come with arrows?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it came with 20 arrows.
Okay, that's convenient. That's exactly how much it gave me.
That bow's not
Nice.
great.
No. 1d8 minus 5 damage.
Oh yeah, because it's archaic. Yeah.
Cake.
Well, but you got to consider too if you're not fighting against people that have archaic armor
Correct.
or modern armor. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's probably going to be useful here, so let's use up all the arrows.
Do you want it? Sure. So, what would it be? Is it just 1d8 if it's not against archaic?
Yeah, you don't take the -5 penalty. I think that it was a -5 penalty for being archaic.
Correct.
Yeah, so you just wouldn't take that.
So, I'm not proficient with it. That's not possible. No. Oh, you have to get it's a special weapon. So none of us are. That's what it says, I think. Yeah, it's a special weapon, so you have to take the feat, I think.
Well, you'd still be able to use it just at a penalty, though, right?
Yeah, but it's worse than everything.
Okay.
Nobody wants to do that.
So you guys, as you're heading towards the your next destination, you just like throw it off the side of Istamak.
It's still worth 2,500 credits.
Yes, I mean, we'll stick
yes. We can sell this ancient relic
for 250 credits.
They won't know what we do with it when we leave.
We'll give it to a Kish collector.
It's like we sell it, and then like it zooms back to like their community, and they go, "I feel a disturbance."
They did it. I knew it.
Those greedy fucks.
Alright, well, let's, I guess, we head to the temple.
To the temple.
To the temple found.
To the temple of doom. Yeah.
So you're heading out to the temple.
I usher out TSL out of our conference room.
Okay, I was just getting ready to have her start talking with
Thinky time is done, so we're heading out.
We got shit to do.
Okay, should I head back to the community myself?
We're headed that way anyway.
What is your destination?
The temple found.
Dun dun dun.
if you want to leave... No, you are headed to the temple found. That is on the other side of the island from the community. I should be fine. But do you know where it is you are going once you reach the temple?
We have a map, right?
Yeah, you have a map. But the temple is like a rather large
with
building.
Patrol routes.
With patrol routes.
Yeah.
Let's see if I get lucky enough to kill the one person with the other route things on him like last time.
Yeah.
If you are heading to the temple, you will not be able to enter the front door.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we go through a window or something.
I was thinking like a ceiling light, maybe.
That is also an excellent idea.
Well, we got a code for the back door.
Yeah, we do.
The back door is probably best. Well, I will make my way back to the community. Talavet be with you.
Who?
Talavet.
Oh, okay.
It's a god, Razel.
Yeah, come on. It's their thing.
And because I was just like rushing through taking notes, I give her her book back about storytelling and bonding.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is going to be so great.
Well,
I already know.
Your party seems to really be looking forward to it.
And she looks at them to gauge interest.
And Rats is like smiling and nodding his head.
Yeah.
Sev is just checking his weapons, making sure everything's all good to go.
Kevin. Kevin is just sitting here recording a podcast. Razel's like cracking his knuckles, like, let's go.
Blows his hand off because he activates his shell knuckles.
Yeah.
It's so weird that we put Kevin into the podcast.
Right.
Razel listens to a podcast about people. It's like offices and bosses.
Yeah.
So you make your way northward, and it takes you about 15 minutes, and then pretty soon you see this building, which kind of stands in stark contrast to everything else. It's this like massive, blocky shaped building. Kind of looks like maybe a castle, but instead of having like the crenellated pattern along the top, it's just like very square in all areas, and you see like rectangles like sticking out from different random points of the structure. It's like a copper color, and I mean it just stands in stark contrast to everything else that you've seen in the city of so far. So as you're like making your way up to where the front entrance is, you see like there's this big gate. It's been opened up, and then there's like a low wall that extends to the left or the right from this gate. In the middle, you see that there's like this fountain. It seems to have like this hammer and anvil atop of it, and it's like this bronze color. Then you see like these massive double doors up front, and then all around this fountain, you see that there are like stones and stuff. This really beautiful garden area, but then it's just been left to time, so some stones have kind of cracked. There's grass and things poking up through the cracks, and it just looks like this place has not been really touched in a long time. It's just very unkempt.
Man, someone should clean this up.
Gardeners are super lazy.
Token spell.
It looks fabulous. It's like on the cover of Better Homes and Gardens now.
Nice. Way to go, team. So there's a gate in front of us?
Yeah, but it's open. It's not barred shut. It's just the doors are opened up.
Can I do a perception maybe and see if there's any kind of patrols around or?
Mm-hmm. Yes, roll perception.
I too would like to do.
So
that.
can I also would survival work to try to see tracks around the area as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll survival.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna roll a profession vid gamer.
Okay, Rat's buried in the latest game.
I play Pac-Man on my visor.
Is it like the classic Pac-Man?
Yeah.
No,
But
it's like a new.
it's like Starfinder themed. So instead of ghosts, it's like kakarikis or something.
My kakariki.
That's going to be a 29.
29 perception.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
14.
I got a... Your webcam froze.
Right when I'm yawning. So good.
It's totally frozen. She's like eating her arm.
I got a 26 survival.
Raquel, you got a 29 on perception?
Yes.
Okay. You're looking around. You don't detect that there's like anybody hiding in the bushes or walking around here within earshot. Sev,
Yes.
you're looking around at the area, and you see that there's some footprints that have made their way into this up towards the double doors, but they look like the tracks are days old, maybe like 6 or 7 days old.
Yeah, like Sev walks up, like he sees them and he kneels down and he's like looking at them all and he goes, "Nah, these are about a week old. I don't think anybody's been here recently."
I mean, you see that they go up to the doors.
So maybe they haven't left, but no one's entered or left in the last 7 days.
Razel, you're looking around, trying to perceive the area. You're walking into the garden area, and you see on this water fountain that there's like symbols, images, but you're not really able to make heads or tails of them.
Okay. I point them out to everybody. Like, you said it's on the fountain?
Yes.
Is it like something we can recognize, or
yeah, whoever's over there looking at it can roll a culture check.
Yeah, like, hey, do you guys see those symbols over there on the fountain?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Chris, I got a 28 on my profession vid gamer check. So how well do I do at this game that I'm playing?
You set the new high score.
Nice.
For the
I beat
sector.
myself.
Yeah, like when you go to the top 10, it's just rats.
I'd like to imagine also
Then ass.
He's logging this entire time.
Yeah,
So,
I'm Twitch streaming this this game while we're walking through.
Hey, Rat Pack, it's me, Rats, coming at you live from the temple found. just beat my own high score in Kakariki Man.
Cockman.
So,
Oh boy, this is a problematic name. I've just realized.
my sponsors might pull after this. I guess if Razel points it out, I'll.
You said it was a culture check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
I got
what do I know?
I got a 22.
It's just symbols. It's not like any
It's like
writing.
it's like symbols, images, kind of in line with the graffiti and things that you've seen throughout your adventure so far.
Yeah, I got a 22 culture. Natty 18, boy. That's 2 natural 18s I got in a row, actually.
I got a 37.
37, nice.
I felt so proud of myself, but
That's pretty high.
What did you get, Sev?
22.
Is that a
22?
natural 20?
Yeah,
Can't see that.
Nice.
I can't
Nice
see it.
nat 20.
I'm gonna take your
I can barely
word
see
for that.
There it is.
There
There
it
it is.
is.
There it
That's
is.
definitely a 20.
Yeah.
So you're looking at these images on the side of the fountain, and Rats, where everybody else is trying to figure it out, make heads or tails of it, you know that these images seem to say that the fountain has, like, healing properties. People would come here and maybe bathe in it or throw some sort of offering into it, or maybe they would drink the water to try to heal themselves.
I pee in the water now.
So did I see that, or did Rats?
Rats
Did
deduce
Rats
that.
knows that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has the symbols say that they think it has healing properties.
Yes.
Can I make a mysticism check to know if it actually has magical properties?
Yeah. In what way are you, like, just looking at it to see if it's like kind of a magic aura type thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. 24.
24. Just kind of examining it, you don't really feel like it has these properties.
Mm-hmm.
But, the only way you would know is if you tried to drink the water or tried to do what the rituals say. But your gut feeling is, nah, this is just all hooey.
Wait, doesn't Raquel have detect magic?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why I was looking at my skills as if that's a thing. All right. I don't have any skills. Yeah. I have
We know
detect
that
magic.
already.
It's fine. How do I even work this thing? No! Are there never mind.
She's
All
looking
right,
down
yeah,
and said that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I do have detect magic. I'm sorry. It's the first time using Hero Labs.
It's fine.
I'm dumb.
So, you cast detect magic.
Yes, I do.
So you're standing there and you don't detect any magic coming from this fountain.
Okay.
No magic.
No magic, y'all.
These symbols, do they look like they were made by the more recent iteration of the Kish?
Yeah, they seem to be in line with everything that you've seen so far as murals and drawings on the walls.
Okay. So these dumb idiots think that this fountain is magic.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Seb, what did you say you got on your survival?
26.
26? Okay. So, yeah, you're standing here looking at the fountain, trying to figure things out. You went up to look at the door to follow these tracks, and while you're looking around, you do happen to notice, to the eastern side of the garden, that there seems to be, a path that goes off. There's no, footprints heading that way, but you can kind of see through that there's some kind of path or something beyond there.
He's gonna, stand... He's gonna, walk over there to look at it real quick. He's gonna check it out.
Okay, so everybody else is at the fountain. You peek your head through this path, and you see that once it goes through the brush and heads southward, you see there's this long pathway, and down at the end, maybe 30 or 40 feet, there's a tall fence, a metal fence, and it seems like there's a gate or something down there.
Okay, he's gonna guys, I need you to come over here. I think maybe this is a different way in we can get in through.
The back entrance.
Wait, did we come around through the front of the temple?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fountain is in the front.
Yeah,
right.
On the northern edge, yeah.
Yeah. The reason why we're doing the back is because
it's tighter.
Yeah, I know.
It's our anniversary, so it's the one time we get to
The
do
reason
the
we're going
back.
through is because it would be easier to get into it. That's why.
They were insisting that we would be murdered if we went through the front door. I think is.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to try to go in through the front door, but with Seb's
I do that.
26 survival, you happen to see another.
Let's do it.
So Seb's gonna head on through.
I like not dying.
Can I do a cool flip over the fence?
Of course you can.
Well, there's a gate there. I don't know if you have to flip over it.
Yeah, but I want to do a cool flip.
Yeah, me too.
How high's the fence, though?
I want to try and do it better than rats.
That's impossible.
It is 20 feet tall as you approach it.
Oh.
I really want to see Razel do it.
I want to... Oh, well, he might. What's the DC for that?
What is he trying to do?
I'll do rats.
Rats wants to do a flip over it, and then Razel wants to do it. The reason I asked how high it was because I cannot imagine rats jumping 20 feet.
Gosh,
in the air.
that feels like that's, at least a DC. The vertical jump, I think a vertical jump is twice the height, so it'd be a DC 40.
I got this.
Yeah, that's why I was like, there's no fucking way.
There's no way. It's athletics, by the way. It's not acrobatics.
Yeah, but what if I want to parkour up the fence?
If you just want to climb it?
No,
Climb is still athletics.
Parkour climb? We can go a little less than that. I say a... It's kind of a mix between climb... Well, whatever... Climb is under athletics, right?
Yes.
Correct.
I'd say...
I want to tumble.
Climbing. I want to run over and like jump off of a neighboring wall.
Can
and,
I like
do athletic-y stuff?
Okay.
Acrobatic-y stuff.
Can I throw him over?
Fuck you! I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, can I like get
Yeah,
on my
you
knees
could.
and like cut my hand so when he jumps, I just push him up. Ray's would probably be better at that since he's A, stronger and taller than I am.
So which way are we going? Is he parkouring or is Razel throwing him?
Well, can I see what's the gate? Like, is it locked or can we just push? Like, what do I?
Yeah,
We're about to throw you over,
was open,
and she
right?
just opens it
Yeah,
up.
that's what I was like. Can I just open the door?
No. This is a gate that's on the side. Like the main gate that you entered through the garden was, and then you found this path off to the side through the hedges, and you're looking down. This second gate's 20 feet tall, and you get up to it, and you see that it's locked.
All right, rats, jump over.
Well,
You got
I can't.
this. I believe in you.
I'm just gonna make an engineering check to disable the lock.
And he's gonna.
Since you won't let
Oh.
me jump over a 20-foot fence.
You can jump
I'll
over.
assist you.
I'll assist in engineering.
Can I assist even though I don't have any?
No,
I assist.
Yeah.
I assist.
I'm wishing you good thoughts or good things.
So I get a +4? Okay. 37.
All right.
Like, what's
DC
the
38.
Yeah, like what's the point of him rolling?
I like.
You
I like
look
how
at it,
he's-
and the lock just breaks, and you.
You look
It's
at
like-
it, you go,
It's like, nah, man.
I'm
Some
out.
locks.
I like that he knows he like aced it, but he's still like, so you guys assist, right? As if that matters.
We go to help.
Yeah,
and
like,
you're like
7.
Hey, he like slaps our hand away.
Yeah, except he goes, oh, can we do this? And then he goes, no, and presses like he like doesn't even without even looking at the lock, presses a button and goes and opens up.
I swing my tail around and use my tail blade to jimmy open the lock.
I'm not gonna lie, rats, that's a little unnerving to see. It's kind of weird.
Yes.
That's not the weirdest thing I've done with my tail.
Oh.
Let's leave it at that.
I'm just gonna leave it at that and walk. And he like Sev walks through the. Can we like? Is it? How does the gate open? Is it like open up like Star Trek doors, or is it like inward?
It swings open like on a hinge.
Like a fence gate. Like the Chrissy cross gate. You know what I'm talking about.
What?
Chain link.
Chain link. There we
There you
go.
go.
The Chrissy Cross fence.
Oh my
Is that,
god.
is that Animal Crossing's like competitor Chrissy Cross? All right, what do we see in there, Chris?
So-
I assume it's probably just the courtyard.
Yeah, you open the gate up, and then there's like some stairs that go down about 10 feet or so, descend like 10 vertical feet, and then you're in like this narrow, maybe 15-foot wide area. As you're walking through, you're seeing again that the weeds are poking through the cracks, and there's like this. You come to the end of this path, and there's like a big pile of old metal, just parts just thrown there, like not like computer like tech stuff, but just like old metal, steel, stuff like that, just thrown out there. And to your right, there's the building. You see that there's like this old broken bench sitting next to a metal door, but you wouldn't even know that it's a metal door because it doesn't have a handle or hinges. You just see the outline of the door on the wall, and there's a keypad very well hidden along the side of the door, and right above the keypad you see this little sign that says security only.
That's us.
We're security.
What was it? Alpha puppy something?
Yeah,
Alpha
Des, you wrote
puppy.
it down.
Yeah, I did.
Niner?
Where'd I put my 89? Okay. Frick.
This would be written
hold
in
on.
It'd be
Kish,
88.
though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we have Kish now, though.
Yeah, but it would
For
be in the
today.
ancient Kish.
We only know New Age Kish. We don't know Ancient Kish.
Oh, you're right.
So, does that mean that this doesn't help?
The syntax has
I mean, it would be easier to translate, yes.
the context would be there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, Alpha 1 Charlie Puppy.
That's so dumb.
I'm mad that that's the actual thing. I thought Chris just made that up.
So you speak into the key. Do you like enter the data, or are you speaking to the keypad?
I'm speaking it and leaving that up to rats.
Okay.
If we
they're
have
just
to enter.
buttons. You just push the button.
Hello,
Alpha
computer.
1 Charlie Puppy, and she just repeats it.
Rats enters the key code in.
And Sevlak looks at Raquel like, are you afraid you're going to mess it up? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, the last time that I tried to look at any kind of technology thing, a spider or something attacked, came down from the above me, so I'd rather just keep my distance.
And just then, a spider attacks Raquel.
Exactly.
And then a flamingo-looking snake wraps around Brazel.
Oh, no.
He's back. No!
I would like to join your party.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'll leave.
Only if you're a gelatinous cube.
Yeah, only if you're
yeah.
a gelatinous cube.
I can try.
No, that's not how he sounds. Try do it over.
Yeah, do the real voice.
Do the snake.
Adventurers!
Oh, yeah,
Adventurers!
I
Do
am
the
happy to
snake.
try.
Do the snake being the gelatinous cube.
We got time for this.
I am happy to try.
All right, get out of here.
All right, now do Wilfred Brimley.
All you need
Diabetes.
is diabetes.
All right, do John Madden.
Football.
That was better with the cameras because you both kind of sat there for a second and both like jerked your heads up when saying football. All right,
So-
I want to. Does the door open?
Yeah, as soon as
this-
beep 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 beep, the door opens and inside it's completely dark.
I have dark vision.
Damn it.
Inside,
My one foil.
Is
Oh, I just realized something. Hey, who doesn't... I forgot that you can only have 2 magical items worn, so I can't... I'm switching those boots out for this cape.
oh right,
Cloak.
cloak,
Not cape.
cape. He has a cape on. He just
Does
stands.
anybody have a open magic item slot
How do I
that they want
know?
to borrow my cape?
Is that just under magic gear? I assume.
It's under... Yes, it's magic or hybrid. Do you have any... How many are you wearing right now?
I'll tell you in a second.
I'm not wearing.
I'm wearing one. I have one magic gear. No
Okay.
hybrid gear.
Who wants the diffraction cloak?
What does that do?
Diffraction cloak. While wearing this cloak, it protects you from cold, electricity, fire, and force damage. If an attack dealing such damage targets your EAC and hits, as a reaction, you can force the attacker to re-roll the d20 and use the lower result.
I mean, I have resistance to cold and fire.
I have the same.
If you fail a saving throw against an effect that deals such damage as a reaction, you can re-roll the saving throw. So you can either make them re-roll or re-roll your own saving throw, and once every 24 hours.
I'll wear it.
Okay.
Is it under magic or hybrid?
It is a magic item.
So what's
Diffraction cloak Mark 1.
diffraction? I love when I do diffractions.
back.
Sure,
can buy it from me.
that's
You
not
know,
going to happen.
I never liked diffractions in school.
I think Sev's plan is to wait until you die. And then he'll just keep it.
Oh damn! I can't give him this cloak back now.
Damn.
I guess I'll just keep it.
All right, so Rats inputs the key code and the door opens into darkness. I will see you next week.
Oh!
Oh!
Crazy, crazy.
Hey guys, make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.